but I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace, and this is LAMH Afterthoughts, where I talk about the crazy stuff that happens behind the scenes of the show. But actually, right now, it's been kind of quiet. Everybody's been quiet. I don't have a lot of tea, so I'll be just covering the show. But I want to make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers as well. Make sure you hit that like button and hit the notification bell. And hey, is it Tanga J or Tanga? I hate that. I hope I'm not messing up your name. And hey, Nola Reeds, good to see you. So tonight I'll be talking about the show. Not a lot has happened in this past week. Hey, Lamar, good to see you as well. I don't know where Chi-Town is, my mod, but we're going to keep the show going. Oh, it's Tanga J. Okay. All right. So I had it right the first time. So let's get into the show. So this episode was kind of okay. It started off with Martell's wine tasting, and this man had on a fur, looking like, I don't know if it was his grandma's fur or what it was, but he had on a fur. And hey, Prosperity Thick Girl, good to see you. Yes, you are early today. Hey, Young Rich. Yes, I got my ponytail going. But no, Martell and this, he looked like a pimp. Him and this fur, I don't know what it was giving, but the part that was interesting to me was his speech that he gave. They showed a clip basically trying to throw shade at him, saying that usually Melody is the talker of the two. But I would think, to me, is it me? I just feel like Martell is charismatic, so he should have been able to make the speech. Like, I just didn't think he was that much of an airhead, or what do they call it, a beef head or whatever for men. But I really felt like he should have been able to say something. And of course, his uncle got mad. Now, I don't know if his uncle was more mad at the fact that Martell didn't bring him up, or that I guess he felt like Martell didn't represent their family well and didn't honor his mother. And I agree with you, Young Rich. Martell, or his uncle, was doing too much. And clearly he's very close to the uncle as well. Prosperity said, child, he has on male white Easter suit and her stolen fur. That's what it looked like. But the uncle, you know what's interesting to me? We see why Mel was running the business. Definitely. What's interesting to me, because I stay in my little Facebook groups that I'm in. The uncle, in the third picture didn't load, but the uncle is not here. Oh my goodness, it's not here. Martell's uncle was allegedly in, if y'all read this little headline, because I have to be just a little messy. This was from January of 2006, when Martell and his family got busted for stealing like an ATM. His uncle was one of the people that was involved in that. So I just thought that was funny to me as well. But yes, he's very close to the uncle. My third picture didn't load, but it names the uncle and all of that. So that's a little mess right there. I guess they go way, way, way back with the little drama. They made it seem like that was his only uncle. I think it's that uncle, Tanga J. Younger said he seems like the type to be outspoken in public, but stage fright during speech class. Yeah, Martell does. His uncle was about to tear that ass up. He sure was. Yes, that was, see, Nola Reeds agrees. That was the uncle that was in that ATM stealing. No, Tanga J, that's the uncle. That is the uncle. And you know what? I saw some stuff about Melanika and mortgage fraud or something like that. So we'll have to dive into that next week, because I didn't research it that much. But I did see that Melanika is somewhat of a fraud as well. And I hate to say it. I just hate that like controversy always surrounds these people. Maybe that's why they have a show. Melody asks, which uncle? Really? I believe it was that uncle. Can anybody tell me that uncle's name? Because in the news article that I got, the uncle is Samuel Holt. Now, is his name Samuel Holt? Because that's what this, I don't know if y'all can see, is Samuel Holt and Deborah Holt. And Martell's Holt's uncle was in it. Yep, that's the uncle. That's the uncle. So, see, I just showed y'all. This is from the article. I don't know why this didn't load on my StreamYard. But people said Samuel Holt is Deborah Holt's husband and Martell's uncle. But he was involved in all of that. And Martell Holt was a jailer in Madison County Jail at the time. Yes. Yes. Prosperity said, I want him to put Martell in a chokehold. Being Rames, no. I really feel like the uncle, to me, the uncle was doing a little too much. I think he was more mad that Martell didn't pull him on stage. Martell's speech or whatever, like I said, to me, it was kind of weak. I don't know if he had stage fright or whatever. And I've been there before because I work in an environment where sometimes I do have to give a lot of speeches. I've done it in church. And sometimes you get up there as eloquent as I can sound at times. And I do it here sometimes. Sometimes you get into your head and you just go blank. And maybe he had one of those blank moments because I just cannot believe Martell is not charismatic and can't speak. Yes, Sam. Yep. He's the crook. Stand corrected. Yes, that's him. You said Dallas. No, not Dallas County Jail. It was in Madison County Jail, Madison County. But we move on from that. The guys leave the mansion and then they go home. We see Tiffany and Lou talking about their sex life. And I'm not buying the storyline. Do y'all really feel like their sex life is that bad? I don't know if this is for the show or if this is real, because for me and just watching the show, if there is an issue, it's way beyond just sex. From things that I've seen online and things that we've seen on the show, it appears, of course, we all know, or we can assume Tiffany married this man for his money. She left her previous husband to marry him for his money. It's been stated several times, and I think she even said it. And so I don't think this lady, if there is a sex issue, it's because she's not attracted to him. But they're trying to pass it off like, oh, it's just a breakdown with our relationship and sex, and married couples don't do this, because Marceau and Tisha talk about it, and Kimmy and Maurice talk about this alleged sex life as well. It is very interesting. The Marceau and Maurice couldn't wait to get back to their wives to tell them everything that happened. That I felt like it was a filler scene because it switched between all the couples. I can't do Lou bedroom wives. Right. I feel sorry for him. He needs to keep his antennas up with this lady, because this lady this lady is not for him. I don't think this is the lady for him, and she's just stringing him along. And by the time this show is over, I really feel like they probably will not be together. We'll see. I think Tiffany has used this platform to get out there. She seems, I'm not going to call her a gold digger, but she is very ambitious. I'll just say that. And that's my 2 cents on that. Young Rich said the wide hip couple know they buzz and dance in their twin size beds on a daily. Who they think they fooling? I really believe she's not that into him. You can tell there's no chemistry between the two. And the way that it happened with her wanting to marry him, the proposal was their wedding or whatever, and she pushed it. Something about it is just not genuine. She rushed it coming out of another relationship. That just seems odd to me. To tell them half of what really happened. Yes, she left the last husband because of finances. Right. Yes, I'm being kind. And hey, Monique, good to see you. I'm being very kind. I don't want to call her a gold digger, because I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman going after a man that is well-to-do. So I'm gonna just call it ambitious. So we get to them. They kind of brought up Melanika, or Melnika. Is that her name? Melnika. Melnika, this person, this lady is very interesting to me. I know she's Martell's longtime friend, but the relationship between her and Martell seems very strange. And I see the couples feel the same way. I'm waiting for more information to come out about Melnika. And yes, there was some type of finance fraud, like Prosperity Thick Girl said. So we shall see. Platinum Digger. Platinum Digger is worse. And then we get to Tisha and this therapist. So I'm definitely feeling the therapist and the input that he gave about Marceau going to Africa. I don't know when Tisha is going to wake up. Let me put my glasses on for this. I don't know when Tisha is going to wake up. The therapist saw right through this trip, and I like the part where he broke down that Marceau waited to the last minute to tell you about this trip, but in his mind, he was probably thinking about this, and he knew you would do everything that you could to basically take care of the kids and make sure the home front was good for him to go on this trip. And it seems like this is a pattern with Tisha. And I really just want Tisha to wake up, because she keeps making things easy for Marceau. Marceau took this trip to get himself together, to back away from everybody, when really he should have thought about his family. And why is it? It goes back to the first season. Why is it always Tisha's responsibility to take care of the kids and the home and all of that, while he just goes off and does whatever he wants to do? And then he went to Tanzania or whatever. He could have took his family, because to me, a man, I'm not going to say a real man, but a man that is invested in his family is gonna want to be around his family and let them experience something like that. So that's my 2 cents on that. Prosperity said, we're not saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't sleeping or staying married to no broke ninja. Correct. Does anyone feel Tisha was doing a lot of lying? You think she was lying to the therapist about her feelings or about what's going on in her marriage? What is she lying about? And Prosperity said Dr. Francis wanted to call her a dummy so that bad it was his facial expressions for me. That was the first time I really, really liked Dr. Francis. A lot of times, I don't know, I feel like he's coddled Martell. He's coddled the men a lot. So the fact that he was actually trying to speak some sense into Tisha, and to me, he made it make sense. She didn't get it. He said what all of us was thinking when we first heard about this Africa trip. So I liked it. Very 1950s, right? And poor little Tink Tisha allows it. She does. Why do y'all think she allows it? She depends on her mom. Her mother, the way it seems like she was brought up, she was spoiled or whatever, but it seems like I don't know if I'm trying not to go off on a soapbox because I have so many thoughts on this. So a lot of times in growing up, I know in some families, as Black women, we are taught, contrary to popular belief, we are taught to somewhat submit to a man when you have them. At the same time, we're told we don't need a man. But the thing is, though, it's like very conflicting in what we're taught. And there has to be a balance, because in the end, I'm not going to lose myself to make sure you're okay. It needs to be a balance. We're both compromising and giving to this marriage. So yeah, I was trying not to go on a soapbox in that point. Tanga J said, about planning on going to Africa before the trip, I believe they talked about it after he returned. Right. Younger said, because she's dependent and insecure. She is. I don't know why she's insecure. She has her degrees. She is a very intelligent woman book-wise. I just hate that. I feel like her mother handicapped her, where she does not feel like she can make it on her own. And there's nothing wrong. It's almost like she feels like it's wrong to be independent. Family planning to go to Africa, right? Yes, it is obvious. And hey, Candace Lane, good to see you. Monique said he should have given Tisha the homework of going home and trying to book a trip to Tanzania. Right. Can she really do it herself? That would show her the extensive planning that goes into Marceau's last minute decision. Exactly. And I think Tanga just said she felt like Tisha was lying. She was definitely lying to herself. I'll say that. Tisha wants to, she kind of reminds me of my husband. Not to put too much of my personal information out there, but have you ever met those people that like to just sweep things under the bridge and they avoid conflict and they wait till something big happens to confront you with it? And it seems like that's what Tisha does. I don't know if it's a Southern thing or if that's just the type of people they are, but Tisha needs to really be assertive and tell how she's feeling, because in the end she's going to wind up, because I think Tisha's almost close to 40. She is going to wind up 10 years from now really regretting it. Prosperity said Tisha is being willingly and blissfully in order to not be alone. Right. And hey, Sharon F., good to see you. Thank you for dropping the candy in the chat. The truth of the matter is she was groomed by Wanda and her husband continued it. Right. It's like she can't think on her own. She can't survive on her own. And she wants to be this dutiful wife. And that, like Young Rich said, it's so 1950s. Hey, Marvin CB, good to see you. Definitely a lot of excuses. Yes, I agree. Nola's comment was deep. Young Rich said, going to college, it made it very clear to me a degree don't make you socially bright or common sense. Correct, because you got to know we spend all these money on these degrees, but a lot of people have wasted their money because they're not even doing what they majored in. And I'll say this, shout out to the HBCUs. I don't know where Nihar is, my HBCU sister. I will see Nihar in a minute. But HBCUs really teach you how to survive, not only in the corporate world, but in life. So Tisha, maybe she should have went to an HBCU. I don't know. Prosperity said, I was saying the same thing. Nola, Wanda basically sold her to Marcel. Right. And then I saw a picture of Wanda and Marcel together. And the people in the comments were saying Wanda really wanted Marcel for herself. It almost reminded me of Tyler Perry's Family Reunion, the movie, where Lynn Whitfield's character basically made a deal with her daughter's husband to help with her trust fund and basically sold her off. But that's what it reminds me of. Miss Wanda and Tisha's relationship is very toxic. And it's very interesting that Miss Wanda has been very quiet. I did want to talk about that because this week, I know y'all saw with the Black Titanic thing. Last week or on Tuesday, I talked about how Miss Wanda had put up that post basically saying, you dig a ditch for me, make sure you dig it for yourself because you're going to fall in. And I know people were trying to say the analogy of when you point one finger, you got three fingers pointing back at you. I still feel like Miss Wanda was threatening that lady allegedly, but then she ended up putting the post up again. She tagged Funky Dineva and I believe Tisha. It was this whole thing where Black Titanic went online or went on YouTube, these YouTube streets, saying that Funky Dineva and all of them had a plot to make her unalive. So I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't watched Black Titanic this week, but shout out to her. Make sure you guys subscribe. But it's been a lot going on in that sense. But going back to Miss Wanda and this whole marriage thing and Marceau and Tisha, the situation is toxic. And I really feel like Miss Wanda and Tisha need to go see the therapist, Dr. Francis. She needs to go. Shout out her scary looking. Right. The niece was a mess. Dr. Francis, though, going to him brings up the idea of doing a couples retreat, which I think is going to be a mess. The saying was fine. The picture seemed with wicked intent. Right. And I know going back to that picture, because I think I still have it on here. I'm going to show the post again. This was the actual post. Said the ditch they digging for you may be just for them. Now watch how hard they black, ugly, scandalous. And that was another thing. Miss Wanda was she was sounding like a colorist, but she said black, ugly, scandalous, no teeth, grass looking ass, falling in, bitch, fall. Yes, I said it and I meant every word. Yes, all of that part, laugh out loud again. Now, if the shoe fits, wear it. And the picture is what bothers me. That and what she called this lady. there were a lot of colorist remarks made about this woman, and it was not right. So I'm gonna take this picture down. Prosperity said, "Child Dr. Francis will quit after messing with these fools." That could have been a real incident, right? So going back to the couples retreat, I think that's going to be a mess, but I can't wait to see Lewis and Tiffany with their fake relationship or fake problems, talk about the sex stuff. And I wonder if they're going to find out that all the other couples have talked about it. But I think next week is going to be good. The last two scenes of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell and his mom were talking about the uncle. Oh, hey, just simply good to see you. And Prosperity said, like, she's light skinned, she's just ignorant as F, right? But Martell was talking with his mom about the whole wine tasting and everything that happened. And the uncle, and he says he regretted not calling his uncle up. So it was a good thing. I love to see Martell when he's with his mom and in these situations. I hate the other side of him because I halfway like him, but then we get the other side. And I didn't see Miss Ariane anywhere at the wine tasting. And I forgot to say this last week, or on Tuesday. So about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, Ariane went live at the pool, I think, and she was talking about pinning her son's ears back. Now, is that a common thing? I don't know why she want to do something to pin her child's ears back, but she was talking about doing that. I didn't post a live like I usually do because I've gotten tired of posting her stuff. But tell me, is that common for somebody to pin their child's ears back or have a surgery to do that? Because that's what she was wanting done to her son. She said that. Tango J said, usually women spice their husbands up. However, Tiffany hasn't attempted to approve Lou's appearance at all. Well, I added the at all, and she has not at all. I don't think she's going to be there for the long haul. She didn't even want him coming with her to go find her father. So to me, that says a lot, even though she said she wanted Melody there, she wanted it to be a girls' trip. I don't think she truly loves this guy like she says she doesn't. And in previous episodes, it seems like to me she regretted divorcing her first husband. Prosperity said, no, that's just airhead curry brunch or dumbass self. Monique said she's so ignorant. Who would say that out loud about their own child? Exactly. It was a mess. I wanted to talk about this a few days ago when I went live. But yes, I think that is a hot mess. But going to the last scene, and this live is going to be quick because not a lot has been happening. So, and then I do plan to go live tomorrow as well. The last scene is Melody and Kimmy. They talk about Melnika, and Mel talks about how Martell, basically, it looks like he was cheating prior to their marriage, and Melnika put all of them on three-way, or she put Martell on blast. And I have a couple of things to say about that. So Melnika, and she was Melody's wedding planner. I'm confused as to why she had this three-way conversation with Martell and Melody 2 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks prior to their wedding. I wonder what her intentions were. For Martell to be her friend and to say this information, I wonder if she thought that this was going to break them up. Melnika seems like just a messy friend, and I have a platonic male friend as well, but I'm not interjecting myself in his relationships. And so it just sounds like even from the beginning, Melnika interjected herself in Mel and Martell's relationship. Excuse my big old arm. So tell me what y'all thoughts are on that. I want you guys to weigh in. The baby isn't a pit bull. Leave that baby's ears alone. Right, I agree, because I thought they only did that to pit bulls. Younger said, that's not her fault. Lewis work out every day and ain't lost not a pound. What type of workout plan he do? Drop it with Drew. Right, he might be on that plan. Tiffany wants to F Martell. Yeah, I saw that on last week's episode. They were joking, but she was acting like she wanted her some Martell. Yes. Tanga J said 1 week to 2 weeks before tight. Right. Like, and then Melody said she had to get Melnika's mother-in-law to finish the wedding. So that just sounds like it was a mess. She wanted some of that slow IEP. And hey, Charlene, she said Coleslaw was actually throwing shade at Martell about the ears. Yeah, Coleslaw needs to chill out because to me, she's doing too much. I see she slowed down on the lives though. Even though she said she wasn't gonna go live again, she has gone live a few more times, but none of them have been going live. I guess since a lot of us YouTubers take their footage and post it, I guess they smarten up because it's been very quiet ever since the last thing was Wanda and the Black Titanic thing, and I haven't seen anything since. Prosperity says she tried lifting his stomach up. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here in about 4 minutes. But what do you guys think of me reviewing Bell Collective? Now, that was another show that I really like. I know it's coming back. I thought it was really good. But I think I'm going to do Bell Collective. I'm going to, of course, continue with this Love and Marriage Afterthoughts because I know it's going to be some stuff. Sure, I'll drop the link, Prosperity. We can stay on for a little bit. I feel like I've been running my mouth. So there is the link. If you want to weigh in on the show, let me know. Come on and join. Are they going to air the fight? No, I don't think they are. From my understanding, I don't think they are going to air the fight. Monique, it seems like she didn't want that marriage to happen and blurted that cheating comment out of jealousy. Right. I agree. I'm tired. Yes, just simply, it's my show too. So yes, we will be reviewing Bell Collective. All right, Prosperity, I'm about to let you up. Let me put this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, and I love your picture. You got my. Was that the stripper from the night before?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, that was a mess. But what are your
thoughts?
But
also, Bondi Blue pointed out something that I don't think nobody really paid attention to. When they were at that wine launch at the party, and Lewis had walked over to the girl and spoke to the girl that Marceau was all in her face last week.
What?
If you go back, I put it on my Twitter feed. I can DM it to you after this.
Yes.
But you got to see Marceau is like a couple of feet away from him, and the look that he gives is like, you better not even try it. Like, you better not even try to talk to her. Woo. I didn't see it, but she replayed it twice, and I'm like, oh, yes, I saw the eyes.
So I saw the glance. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch right after we get off here because that is a mess.
Yeah, I can send it to you because I screen recorded it. Yep. Because I put it on my Twitter.
Monique King is right. That he told that lady, act like you love me.
Exactly. And she looking like, don't nobody love you, fool. You think I am Airhead Curry? No. Get the hell out of here. Last episode, you wanted to impregnate somebody. Now you want somebody to act like they love you. You don't even love yourself. Shut up.
Exactly. And I was not feeling his fur. I just didn't get it. I know it looked like he was trying to go with the king of Zamunda coming to America.
I was about to say, all I hear is, she's your queen. Like, whatever you like, master. I want to go wherever you want to go, master. Like, what in the hell is going on? Is that one of the damn furs he locked in his car when Mel was trying to get her stuff and the police and all that was called? Is that one of the... I think that's her Sunday's outfit too. Communion Sunday, First Sunday, Easter Sunday, one of them, the Women's Day ministry. That's one of them suits she wore to church because that's not his. That is not his. And why you always want your cleavage out?
Yes, I be trying to like Martell because he seems like a nice guy. I'm not gonna lie. But then he does like this stuff with his fur, telling this lady to act like she love him, and
he can impregnate people. Can he have some of that later on tonight? Like, dude, I
can't.
Why you want to show your cleavage so bad? Like, and everybody getting that mail telling some cheap popped out, and he trying to have a nip slip. Like, do he have double-sided tape on that? Dude.
Right. And it looked like he cross-dressed in that outfit because that was a lady's fur. That's the part that got me.
That's a lady's suit. That is a woman's suit. Look how that jacket is made. Don't no man get his jackets tailored like that. I don't see those. Not even in goddamn, what's that, Big and Tall. Not even in the cheap goddamn stores. Do Stop playing, Martell.
Exactly. And
Then,
I agree with Tanga J. She said Martell is charming, charm is deceitful. Yes, he is charming.
yes, it
That's why I
is.
thought he'd be able to make the speech because
It'll.
he got a lot of game with the ladies.
But that's to let you know his dyslexic. His Melanika should have wrote something for him. I don't know why the hell would you have an important event like this and you're not prepared to talk to the people. I understand. I sing. I still get stage fright, and I've been singing since I was like 4, 5 years old. So
Mm-hmm.
I understand that part. And then you don't. But as your manager, as the person that's supposed to make sure you good, that was her job to be like, look, we're gonna write this down because I already know you're an idiot. I already know you spell backwards and all that. So let me write something down. Can you read it?
Yeah, it was like he choked, and I really feel like if he would have been, I don't know if he has a wall up, but I would have appreciated the speech more had he had mentioned his grandmother more as to why he named it
Exactly.
after her. So
Exactly.
that's what I was waiting for. And I'm laughing at Young Rich talking about the grinder rumors must be true. Here we
He
go.
was too busy to try to make them men feel like I'm back on your level again. That's what that was about. To me, that's what it was about. Like, come on up here, y'all. Y'all see these successful men? I'm on my way about to be successful again too. So y'all ain't got too much. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person Martell gives me. So that's what I believe that part was. Now
Yes,
Kimmy and them, they gotta go. I am
yes,
getting tired of them.
yes. Hey,
If
Nola
you
Reed.
ain't got a storyline next season, you shouldn't be able to
Right,
ridiculous.
right.
She's turning into Tisha #2 with her insecurities and trying to put a brave face for us girls. We see your husband. Do you see him? Is the question.
Right. Hey, Nola Reed. Good to see you.
Hey
What
sis.
What are your
Hey
thoughts?
y'all, hey, listen, I'm trying to, I'm trying to get better so I can come to y'all like I'm supposed to. Y'all hear how I
Oh,
sound? This is why I ain't been nowhere all
Yeah.
week there.
Wasn't no football game this weekend. What you was hollering for?
Girl, no, it wasn't that. I told you I was sick. I sent you the picture when I
I
looked like
know,
a
but I know your voice
goldfish
had left.
with no hoodie. Then I was getting better. Then my baby had a birthday party, so I think back and forth between in the heat with the barbecue grill and then going in the cold house. Now I'm like this. Just off. I just can't get right.
oh man.
Feel better, babe.
Yes, I hope you feel better. Get your voice back. What are your thoughts?
Girl, listen, ain't no love or marriage nowhere near in Huntsville. I want these people to stop playing with me. I want Dr. Francis to just go ahead and bust out laughing like he was about to do in Tisha face. Cause
And call her stupid.
the look on his face said, "Ma'am, you dumb as fuck." Like everybody else. Dr. Francis's face was giving what the rest of us is thinking. But I want, at the end of the day, I want them to be real with themselves. I think Tiffy Lou, Tiffy Lou,
Shut.
and Big Lou. I think
Only you can prevent
I
forest fires.
why he's saying it ain't no issue. Why he's saying it ain't no issue. In year 2 of marriage, we should not be having problems in the bedroom. I'm sorry, we
It
should not.
sounds like an
Um,
issue.
I don't think I don't think it just don't give me that Tiff is attracted to her husband like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
if your husband has already told you repeatedly about the problems in the bedroom and the problems in the you know what I'm saying, the problems in the bedroom, the problem about y'all not spending time together, and that's supposed to be your love language. It shouldn't take you being embarrassed down to him being at the rage room beating shit for you to decide you want to make arrangements to screw your husband.
Right.
Exactly. And but you want
Like
to
how
have a
you
baby though.
you
How you gonna
keep
make a
talking
baby?
about you want to have a baby. What you want, a turkey based baby with your husband? That doesn't make nobody's kind of sense to me. In no logical world does that make sense.
Exactly.
So I want them to stop pretending. I want Tisha and Marceau to stop pretending, and I want Kimmy, you sat there. I mean, you did what you were supposed to do in front of Mel to a certain extent. On the, I trust my husband. If I don't trust my husband, then we have a problem. You know what I'm saying? But girl, you don't trust your husband, because if you trusted your husband, you wouldn't have been doing all of that asking him about what was going down at the strip club. Like, ma'am, it's a strip club. Do you think he went in there and said prayers and anointed people and brought them to Jesus? No. He went there, got a lap dance and smacked some ass. Like, to me, I mean,
That irritated me.
I'm not an insecure woman. I go to the strip club and smack some ass if it's real ass. I don't like the BBL booty. But if it's a stripper with some real booty, I will smack that ass and give her $1, because I be goddamn if I'm gonna be giving all my money. I'm cheap. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I'm cheap, but I'm not about to ask you what's going on at the strip club, because I pretty much know what goes on
Exactly.
at the strip club. It's a strip club. You know what I'm saying? It's like ain't no need to ask all of that. Did you touch? Did you do this? You felt that way because of what happened on the last Atlanta trip. Be
Mm-hmm.
real. Be real about it. Tisha, you, why more so? Why Martell did his
Child.
wine? This, that, and the third. He did his wine and had it as a boys' trip because that's what he wanted to do. I don't care if women drink wine. Guess what? You not his friend, Tisha. He didn't want to do that
Exactly.
with you. He wanted his male friends, quote unquote, to be there to support him and what he had going on. If I know you don't really see it for me, I'm not about to invite you. If I know my friends' husbands or boyfriends or whatever, I don't like them, I'm gonna be like, girl, I'm having this event, but your man ain't coming. And if you can't come without your man being there, then guess what? It is what it is. I'ma understand that you don't want to leave your partner, but I'ma respect your right to decline my invitation, but respect my right not to invite me. But you know what I'm saying? Like that man don't have to invite you, Tisha. He don't owe you nothing. The fact of the matter is, you wanted to be on that picture because you
I'm about
wanted
to
to be
say
on that
Tisha ain't
trip
want no wine.
because
She
your
wanted to
husband,
the
you know, your
fuck.
husband be on bullshit and you don't trust him, and
And
that's
he
it.
was
That's
on
all.
bullshit, and she shouldn't have trusted him because that's exactly what he
You know
gave.
what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Marcel, you know your wife is insecure as fuck. Why would you get on there and have another woman like you think that production is on your side because y'all think the sky's about to come and take over Huntsville? Production ain't on your side. That's just why they messy asses goddamn posted that whatchamacallit.
Yes. And shout
That
shout
this
out to
that
my hubby. Shout out to my hubby for the super chat.
Oh.
thank you for
Thank
the super chat supportive husband for the candy shop. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's just real truth about it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, they wouldn't have production ain't on your side. That's why they showed you asking that woman to fix your plate and that woman asking you about what you
Exactly.
wanted on that plate. Like at the end of the day, you shouldn't be with the type of wife you have, you shouldn't be
You
doing that.
should be
I
talking
mean, I
to a
don't feel
woman.
like you should be asking another woman to fix your plate anyway, and you got a wife.
Right.
That's disrespectful to your wife, especially you out of town on a trip and it done already been rumored about you cutting up in Atlanta. That means you don't give a damn about what's going on out here and that your
We
wife
know
is
he
dealing
don't.
with it. I mean, we know he don't, but I mean, it's the constant lack of respect. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's the constant of, for me, it's the constant of y'all want to get on social media and act like y'all lovey dovey, but what we see on TV is continuous disrespect for your wife and for your
Exactly.
marriage. So now I am torn with the feeling of which one is real and which one is not. And personally, I kind of feel like what we see on the damn TV is what's real, and what's on social media is them
It's
doing damn
exactly
damage
trying
control.
to do damage control.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sick of it. I am sick of it, girl. Like Tisha, you are pretty. You are the catch. First of all, your husband look like he go to sleep at night without his top teeth in his mouth. Stop
Ooh,
it. Like he is not the catch, girl. You are the catch. He should be lucky to have
child.
you, and I can't wait for the day she own that shit and she stand up in the fact that she is not the lucky one. He is the lucky one. Because if Martell was, I mean not Martell, Marceau or Martell really was married to somebody like me, baby girl, y'all, I'm telling y'all, a whole new news station would have been invented for the way I'd have beat their ass with a cast iron skillet and then rolled over their ass several times. I mean, drive, reverse, because we not about to continuously do the disrespect.
But watching this is why I say that it's like Wanda was the dude like on Color Purple selling like it's like she in a conversation that I got on my page, she was like, he told me he was gonna make my daughter a millionaire by the time she was such and such. Wanda saw all of that and listened to the promises that well, how much she said, I don't trust no man with all you gotta show me da. Girl, you felt like this man was gonna be successful, so you was like, yep, here, you can have her. and y'all have been playing tug of war with this damn girl ever goddamn since. Like she's your property and she his property, or she was your property, now she his, and you mad because you want your property back. Like what the is going on? Y'all play with these two play with teacher more than anybody, but you always talk about we don't want y'all married. No, your husband don't respect your marriage. How the hell can you want us to respect it when he don't? Your mama
Exactly.
don't.
Exactly. I just feel like I was just gonna say this. She has. I couldn't live my life like that, and I'm sure. I would hope she can. She got to be cheating with somebody else to put up with this bullshit that she's putting up with. Because I
But
could
you
not
know
be in a
what?
marriage.
You heard what he said.
And
He
she
said
is,
she like to cheat
and
back.
she is out there getting some outside
She
egg
deserves to
bread.
be
I'ma
doing
feel
it
the
now.
same. I'ma feel the same way about her as I feel about Mel in alleged head. In the alleged head she gave her guy. I
Shit,
don't
I
give a
hope teacher
damn. You
remember all the
deserve it.
shit she
You
been
know what I'm
through.
saying? There was very much Mama D, you deserve. Okay? So I don't care. I don't care about them doing that. I don't care. But can I just say this? Y'all know I'm equal opportunity. Everybody can get it, and when I don't agree, I don't agree. Mel, stop asking these women about trusting their husbands around Martell. Stop asking them. They ain't gonna be
Right.
real with you, and it comes across like I can't say what nobody's intentions are. But when it comes across like
Right. You went out for a second.
I be trying to get their ass
to these
too.
women about their
Every
marriage,
chance
stop
I
asking about
see.
their husband because it very much gives you want their men to be cheating because yours was. Now you like they say, people say Mel got the private investigator allegedly who knows what information she got on them. But
I'm
at the
about to
end
say,
of the
I
day,
think
these
it's because
women
she
are
know
clearly
they
not
cheating.
trying to. These women are clearly not trying to hear what the hell you have to say. Stop asking them. Mind your damn business. Move on.
Right.
Don't care. And I know production probably asking her to ask. You know what I'm saying? About what's going on or whatever. But girl, I would have to tell production no, because at certain points I couldn't do reality TV because you're not about to tell me what I can ask. Because once I see you not trying to listen to my advice, you're not trying to hear what I got to say, then girl, guess what? I'm gonna let you run into that brick wall on your own. Now I'll be a good friend and help you pick you up and deal with your little concussion and pick your face up off the ground and your bruised ego when and if you know what I'm saying, you ever find out that what the hell I was telling you or trying to warn you about was the truth. But until then, girl, no ma'am, Melanie, leave it alone and let it the hell go. Like, what else do you have going on, girl?
Exactly. And thank you, Carla
Uh,
Johnson, for the
yeah.
9.99 super sticker. I love the support.
But
And let me just shout out to Chantel Naja girl. I'm glad you finally make it. Make sure you guys hit
I'm
that
about
like.
to say she came in and went straight to work.
Yes. Make sure you guys subscribe to Nola Reeds and Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Did I say your name right? Prosperity Thick
Yeah,
Girl. Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Make sure you subscribe to these two ladies as well. But thank you guys for all the support. But go ahead. This is getting good.
But if I was about to say she's doing it because I think Marilyn's doing asking these questions because she knows she already know the answer, and she feel like, oh, remember when my man was doing all this and y'all kept trying to get him my shit and y'all kept bringing it up and y'all kept doing it. Oh, I'm about to eat all this up. I am enjoying this. Now you see how I felt when y'all was doing it to me.
Girl, well, listen, Mel. The people already say you bit them on. Don't. Some flames just don't need to be fanned. And at the end of the day, girl, if you what you true to what you said about your psychologist or whatever, you trying to be peaceful and zen, then peacefully zen your ass out of conversations about them and their goddamn husband. Ask her
You're gonna
about
have to
her.
get off the show for that one.
Well, listen, I think she need to ask her about her support dog or something. Other than that, girl, shut the hell up, Mel. We don't care. But I am pulling up
But
to
my
my
thing is when they say
destination,
Mel trying
y'all.
to be
I love
bitter,
y'all. And I shall see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you.
love you,
Hopefully my
babe.
voice get
Feel
better.
better.
All right,
Yes,
y'all.
Twitter.
All
Bye.
right.
What were you about to
But
say?
what the what was I about to say? I have no idea.
Oh, sounds
But
like
but the way Kimmy sat there and let Maurice play in her face, I swear my hand to God, I have no patience for my children playing in my face when I already know what it is. So
mm,
why would a grown man he does exactly what Marceau do, but we have not been paying attention because they ain't barely got scenes or ain't on, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
now that Mel and them ain't in the forefront no more, their part in, and we starting to see the cracks that was always there, but we really didn't pay attention to it. Because remember, he didn't want her to be a nurse when the show first started.
Yeah.
It's like whatever he wants for her, that's what she's supposed to do. Just like Mark, so whatever he wants for Tisha, that is what she's supposed to do. And they go along with it like two fools. Because nobody could have told me that Kimmy would be this naive, crazy acting when we first met her.
Is it me, or is the age gap really starting to show? Like, it's very apparent on this season, especially. And I don't know if once that picture came out from the beginning of the season and the whole linebacker thing, it's like we've seen another side of Kimmy. And
yes.
I really like Kimmy.
Because she is trying to do commentary and trying to add to and go mess with everybody else's business so she won't have to worry about the cameras being on her for her business. No, either you get a storyline or go to the unemployment line, because right about now, this is a waste of time. What are you getting a check for? You entertaining nothing, and I still like you, but all that.
Right.
Go on, tell us something. Y'all talk about you see Destiny barely in this season. If you ain't gonna give us nothing, do what she doing and stay back. Go home. Because it's ridiculous. And Tiffany don't want that man. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. She don't want that man. She barely like that man. I don't know what he did or what he not doing right. But it's no way that they thinking too totally different. If they doing it 3 times a week and he feel like something, you need to take him to the doctor and see what the hell is going on. Because either he got a sex addiction, addiction, or
addiction, yeah,
something is going on inside the blood flow or something. Because
I just think she's
fat ass don't even look like he can have sex 2 days out of a damn week. So I know if she giving it to him 3 damn days out of the week, he wouldn't be acting like this.
And I hate to say it, Lewis seems like a nice guy, but you can tell there is no chemistry or sexual attraction there. And they seem like two different people. And I don't believe Tiffany is, because I know she's supposed to be.
Child, get on my face. She ain't 34. She ain't been 34 in a while.
She was born in 1986. Tiffany looks older than me.
She's born 76. I don't give a damn what nobody says. She's my sister age. She's older than me. Get the fuck out of here.
I agree. So yeah,
she wear her outfits from that era too.
Yeah, and I've been there. I was married before. My first husband, I didn't marry him for money, but he had money. But there was no attraction there, and I make sure you guys check out my divorce story. I tell that. But I feel Tiffany, and it's painful to be in a situation like that when you don't really want the person.
But she was the one that did the pop-up wedding and stuff. What did girl do? What did you think was gonna change? That's the thing. People always want to see, oh, it can change. It'll get better. No, when a person show you who they are, believe them. I'm pretty sure this man was the same way he was, because I don't see him ever having energy. He just act like he just woke up every time I see him. He just like, it's draining. He talks slow. It's too much. I don't believe that girl giving her husband anything.
Young Rich.
Just like I don't believe she want a baby, because you got to have sex to have a baby.
Yes. And yes, you Tanga J, you saying Tiffany's mother lied about the timeline of
a bold-faced lie.
Yeah, because it really, like when they talked about Utah, Alabama, which I have heard of Utah. It was funny. Everybody thought she was from Utah.
Yeah, I thought she was going to Utah. I thought she was going over to the other show.
But it appears to me that she was born in the 70s just by the way that they were talking. But she can keep saying she was born in 86, whatever. But
liar, pants on fire. Her nose gonna grow, because she's a goddamn. She ain't never gonna tell me and make me believe she no 34 damn years old girl. Bye with this. Get out my face. Because that's ridiculous.
What do you think of? Oh, what were you about to say?
Nothing.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what do you think of next week's show? Melody and Martell are reunited.
Mel look like, I don't really want to be here, but I gotta be here. It's for the kids. It's for the kids. It's for the betterment of the kids, because I couldn't.
Tanga J said the mother had her at 10, not 16. And young Rich, she does not look 29. She looks more like 40, 45. I'll say that. She
When has she ever looked 29? She probably didn't look 29 when she was 29. That's a lie.
To me, she looks older than 39. I did want to say hey to Crystal Collins and Kathy Colbert. Good to see you. But yeah,
And the
she
crazy part is she isn't ugly. She's a beautiful woman. Like, but girl, get up with the times. With this Jerry curl, take the Jerry curl out ASAP.
that's her natural hair. That's
Yeah,
her.
that's a Jerry curl. That should look like she got activated on it. That thing look wet the whole day. I don't know what kind of moisturizer she uses in her hair, but I swear that thing be shiny the whole time and them curls be juicy as hell.
Right. So I with the show, I'm feeling it's not giving what it could be giving. And I saw somebody was saying that next
That's
week.
just too much going on.
Yeah, it is too much. And I think Wanda messed it up. She brought the ratings down. She had too much drama outside of the show with her food truck, showing up food truck. Let me put the potato up. You know, I like showing this little nasty potato. This nasty potato.
And then she bought Funky some potatoes, and they was ugly as hell too. She keep talking about these damn things. Don't forget they travel. They like she told me about this. It fell on the floor when I was in the car, but it didn't fall out the thing. It just fell over. And I told the lady when I gave it to her, please don't post this. This ain't potato. Please don't post this. But I knew she was gonna post it. Then she take them damn potatoes to goddamn Funky, and they look just the same damn way this shit did. Like what, girl?
Sometimes when stuff look nasty, it ends up tasting really good. So I'm gonna give her
I ain't
that.
gonna try it. I'm not trying it.
Maybe
Nope.
it tastes good.
No, Wanda. I keep telling y'all, Wanda don't even look like she wash her hands. No. And when she like the type be all digging in her head because she can't the bobby pin sticking in the head and she trying to scratch her scalp with the bobby pin without messing up her bun. Nobody got time to play with Wanda. You got all that damn spritz in her nails, and the next thing you know, we eating spritz potatoes. No.
Younger said somebody said when they see her food, they feel like they serve time in the penitentiary. Yeah,
That's what it looked like. Slop.
Because
The mess hall.
potatoes. Yeah, she does give a disclaimer. It says
Gee.
time to me. No, y'all are going in on this lady's potato.
She always giving a disclaimer about these potatoes. I swear I have not seen a whole potato that Miss Wanda has fixed that looked decent. We didn't even see that at the damn melee they had
Right.
when she was supposed to be introduced in the stuff. Like, lady, find something else. Go fry you some chicken, fish, something, because these damn potatoes ain't gonna do it. You're not, no.
Now, I meant to ask you: have the Scots been quiet? I want to look up Mark. I have yet to really.
I haven't heard of Mark in a while. I haven't heard nothing about him in about 2
they
weeks.
have been quiet, and I don't know if they're trying to not give us content for YouTube or what, but it just seems very quiet with
that's them eight counts. When you're doing when stuff like that get out, it make you want to sit down for a while.
Right.
They finally implemented the let it blow over. You ain't got to keep fanning the fire. Just it'll die down eventually. It seems like they finally might be getting a little bit of that in their head. Because I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah.
Well, he's still talking. I ain't seen nothing about him in a minute. I can't take that man. I be cursing him out in every chat that I'm in, and he come in. I be giving his ass the business. I cannot with you.
Mark went underground. He's
stay there.
Yes. So that I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I was surprised I lasted an hour. I'm glad that you joined me.
Always, baby. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, nothing else happened. We really making the episode seem better than what the hell it was, but that's why I be telling people you didn't even gotta watch these shows. Because if you go to one of these channels, I'm telling you the review is always gonna be better than the damn show when you got a person that know what they're doing.
Because we can actually break it down. Because the show, do you feel like the show was rushed? It was just something about it. It seemed like they put a lot of scenes together and rushed it.
Because I told y'all, they were still filming. Kiki told me the same thing. They were still filming That remember the bill. Remember next week that billboard. Remember that she just was talking about that on her IG page. That just opened a couple like recently as they were taping. So that's
Mm,
how you know they still was taping episodes for this season as the season was going on.
right.
Cause that old Opry thing, that was like a month or two ago when she did that,
Yeah.
and now it's on the show, and they've been that's crazy. So yeah, that's what they doing.
And Young Rich, I've been trying to get into DC. Well, I haven't even watched it. I just don't want to.
Child.
I'd rather see Monique of Potomac. Any other show, I'm not gonna want to watch her.
I feel so bad because I am DC born, raised, and still here, and I have not caught an episode yet. I caught 15 minutes of one, and I was like, I don't know what we're doing here, but I'm not. I can't.
Well, I will be reviewing Bell Collective. It looks like everybody returned except for that dentist. I didn't see her.
Antoinette, and she
Yeah,
got that's my middle name. That's how I remember her name.
yeah, she didn't return, and it seemed like somebody else didn't return. But you
But
know the lady that had the all the medical offices, she does like Medicaid or something like that.
hmm
I heard she had got
hmm
in trouble for like Medicaid fraud.
she
So
had got in trouble right after the show went off. About she was in the blogs a lot when the show first went off after the reunion.
yes, around the time of the other lady from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, it seemed like they had similar fraud
hmm
going
Yeah,
on.
because that's when ATT was still up. That's when All About the Tea was still up, and cause the lady she came on that show. She came on with the panel and talked about some of the stuff. Yeah,
Yes, and her
but
name
did you?
is Marie. Just simply said Marie. Yeah, that was her name.
Yeah, but did you pay attention to them other two girls' faces? I did not know them were that was them. I thought they had two new castmates. The lady from the radio and the girl that's married to Howard Hewitt.
Who's married to Howard Hewitt? Is she new?
No, the girl with that sell the hair that's supposed to been doing the vending
Oh
machine.
yes, and she was supposed to be cheating with. Now, did you watch what's that show? Dee 4L Dancing Dolls. Sanjay's
hmm
father on
Yeah.
that show allegedly had
No,
an affair with one of the women on Bell Collective.
but the new lady that's coming. That's his wife. He's married to the new lady that's coming on this season, and he's still hungry for screen time, just like he was on the other
Oh
show.
yeah. Mm. And Young Rich talking about the two lesbians coming back. But
Exactly. And that lady sitting there when she was on that preview, when she was thanking her husband for saving her, did you see her girlfriend face? Like, bitch, I've been doing all this show this many years. This nigga was cheating on you. You was crying on my shoulder, and you thanking him publicly? Oh, she could have cut her with her eyes.
yes, what's the one, the main girl that brought them all together? Remember her husband, or you see her and her husband are separated, and he's allegedly
Yeah.
has a baby on the way.
Child. Child.
I can't wait to review Bell Collective because it was
I'm
good.
like, these niggas cannot let us be great. This lady is sitting up here trying to empower everybody, trying to bring people together, and you got her fucking crying on camera because her life all fucked up. But she telling everybody else to get theirs together. Like, you can't even let this woman be great at her job and make y'all some bags because you want to be out here in the street being for everybody. Like,
Right,
damn, we can't win for losing.
right. And what, Young Rich, what are you talking about Gucci Mane? What about Gucci Mane? Gucci LaFleur? Who's Gucci on the show? I'm confused. Young Rich.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining Prosperity Thick Girl. I'll be going live tomorrow. I'm going to go live. I'm going to do my Mimosa Monday. We're going to talk about the verses, the drama with
Child.
B2K. The verses was hilarious to me. But we'll be
Oh,
talking about
God.
that tomorrow
The
and some other.
verses was long.
Yes. Oh my God. Like I was trying to hang. I didn't get to see all of Mario and Omarion. I fell asleep. I'm here on the East Coast, so I
Child,
was.
as soon as it went off, I dropped my phone and my eyes closed. I said, this is that bull crap. How you gonna give the opening act? Like what? And why did they bring their whole family like they was really in the verses but like it really nigga, y'all was horrible. Everybody was horrible except for Mario. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all guys were all was horrible. Y'all sitting there fussing about who did the None of you did the best.
Sammy sound good, but he was acting a donkey. He was acting a donkey.
Sammy's an ass. Sammy lost points for getting on my nerves and me not being able to see his goddamn eyes or his nose with the beard and the goddamn hair. I was like, what is this, the Shaggy Dog? Like, what is going on with this dude?
And
like,
I'm a big fan because like these groups, these are my groups. Like I was a teenager.
Exactly.
Most of them came out. And I liked them all. I did not know Omarion could not sing. And I looked up, if y'all make sure y'all check out the Shade Room letter to Omarion, his post, he names a guy, I think the guy.
Yeah, the dude from Troop, Russell, somebody Russell.
I went and Stephen Russell, whatever his name is, I went and listened to him. That's the voice. So Mariam been tricking us, but we'll talk about it.
Just like he tricked us when he tried to make us believe he was unbothered, because that nigga was bothered. He wanted to fight that DJ. He wanted to fight. He didn't want to fight Mario as bad, but he wanted to fight that damn DJ. He was like, man, look, stop talking to me.
Yes. In Chi-Town, I didn't even know the BET Awards was on. I did see Saucy Santana's performance in the Shade Room. So on Wednesday, me and Sodell will be going live. I haven't decided which channel. We've been on a hiatus because both of us have been busy with traveling and work. But we will be back this Wednesday. I want to talk about Saucy Santana's comments about Black women. They kind of bother me, or about women in general, where he said that we get a lot of.
They're the blueprint.
Yeah, they're the blueprint for everything. So I want to talk about that with Sodeb. I want to see what Sodeb has to say about that. So check us out on Wednesday. We're going to talk about Saucy Santana. As for the BET Awards, I don't think I'll be reviewing them. I hadn't watched, and I don't think I plan on watching. Usually I watch.
Did you see Saucy's outfit? Did you see his outfit on the red carpet? Because I didn't even watch it, but I just saw that on the Shade Room or the Neighborhood Talk. That nigga looked like a guy why did he beat up Oscar the Grouch and take his clothes? And his like, I don't know what he was thinking. What he had on, that dress did not fit. It was ill fitting. The boots looked like grass. I couldn't.
Yeah.
But I said, and I put on my Twitter, I said, and you the blueprint. Don't nobody want to follow this shit. Nobody.
Exactly. And I hadn't forgiven him for his comments about
Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy, yes. So it's like a lot of stuff coming out about him. I hate that all this stuff came out because I like Saucy Santana material.
You know, he was just with Madonna. He was just Madonna. They did it on. She brought him up on stage to do that. They say he did a Material Girl remix. Yeah, and they performed it together.
I think I saw a clip of that on the Shade Room. I think. Well,
yeah, I saw it on the TGI Friday. TGIF.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here.
All right, babe.
I'm gonna close out. It's always the key. Make sure you join tomorrow, Prosperity, because I think I might drop the link tomorrow. It's gonna be Mimosa Monday with me and my friend Hannah.
Okay, I will, babe.
All right.
See you. Send me the DM when you go, because sometimes YouTube don't like giving notifications.
Yes, I'll actually send you the StreamYard link.
Okay, babe.
All right. See you later.
Have a safe one. Bye bye.
Thank you. So thank you everybody for joining me. This was fun. This was a nice kiki. I will be back next week for Love and Marriage Afterthoughts. Hopefully some stuff jump off up with everything. I'll be reviewing the show. Tomorrow I'll be live with my friend Hannah. Mimosa Monday we'll be doing the verses and talking about everything that happened in the drama with B2K. Tuesday, I'm going to talk about Roe versus Wade. That's more of a serious topic. Usually I don't do serious topics, but this is a topic that I do want to discuss. So I am triggered by it. So Tuesday, I'll be talking about Roe versus Wade. Wednesday, join me. I think we'll be here on my channel, me and So Debonair. I'm going to go live for real. I'll set this time aside. So make sure you guys join me for the next 3 days. This was fun. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit your notification bell. Again, I am Candace of the Candy Shop. Bye, everybody. Where's my little theme song? But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop.